How to make a YouTube channel. Upload 2 videos and then just not upload anything for about a half a year. Alright, start by taking this big honking air cleaner off here. Oh no, I already cleaned my distributor cap. Cleaned up one fouled plug a few nights ago, but the misfire has returned. So I gotta figure out which plugs it is and see if I have a wire or 5 that just are reading a little too high resistance. We'll see. Okay, that one works. That one works. Okay, that's a bad one. Oh, I think that was a good one because it made it stall. I guess I should explain if you haven't seen this done before. I'm popping each one off, and if I hear the engine idle lower when I pull that plug off, that means that plug was working. If it doesn't change at all or hardly anything at all, then you know you found your bad plug. But this thing is like misfiring like crazy right now, so it's probably got at least 3 misfires. Can't even remember where I left off. I think it was this one. Yep, that one's good. Okay, that one's missing. Also missing. You don't want this to touch the nipple because then there's a good chance that it'll arc and get you. It's happened to me before. Oh, that one was good. Okay, last one. That one is good. So 3 misfires. Wow, lucky guess. Whew, it smells like straight unburnt exhaust gases up in here right now. Kind of weird though. It's not soaking wet. Like it looks like it's kind of trying to fire, but very, very dirty as you can see. No carbon chunks or anything. I don't know what's going on here. I cleaned the distributor cap too last time, if I hadn't mentioned that already. I thought for sure that would make it happier, but it hasn't. Today I'll be using the world's cutest and probably oldest air wand by Schrader Canada. You know what? I've never actually looked at the name of this thing before. I didn't even know it had a name. I broke all my other new good ones. Now that's a fouled up plug. But no chunks of carbon bridging the gap or anything. I'll have to check the gap on this one, but it don't look anything horrendous. Not to mention, I just gapped all these plugs in the spring. I did forget to mention that. That solved my occasional misfire for about 1 drive. Oh, I dropped it. Well, that'll mess up the gap. Well, same story with this one. No carbon bridging the gap or anything. It's just wet and dirty. Alright, the old plug cleaning station here. Normally I like to use carb cleaner for this, but all I got is brake cleaner, so. Slap this side in first here. Well, I'm gonna hook this side up and continue this tomorrow, man. I'm friggin' tired. Well, I'm glad when I stopped when I did last night because I must have been getting too tired or something. And I took the wrong plug out on this side last night. I was supposed to take the second one from the back, but instead I took the second one from the front. So no wonder it didn't look all that fouled. How did I do this so gracefully before? I need to find myself a little chubby extension. Just like a 1-inch extension. That would be just right for these Chevs. It's cheat time. There we go. Easy squeezy. There we go. Oh yeah, super gassy. That's what we should be looking like, although it's kind of partially dried, but it's still pretty wet, so I'll just go quickly clean this one. Alrighty, clean plug. Oh, forgot to check the gap. That'll be get reading about 5.5K ohm. Seem to have any big blips when we move the wire around. That's about 5,000 ohm per foot. I think that's acceptable in my opinion. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really know exactly how many ohms these specific wires should test at, but hey, if it isn't something crazy like 20,000 ohms and it's not occasionally shooting to infinite resistance when I wiggle the wire around, then it's good in my books. 5, 10, oh yeah, this wire's doing good also. Reading doesn't spike when I wiggle it around. 9,000 ohms. About a 2 foot, well, it's a little under 2 feet. So, same all, we're reading just about 5,000 ohms on that one. There we go, now it's perfect. So I'm going to button this stuff back up here, go for a quick spin. Well, let's see how good it runs now. No, it's misfiring again. Alright, let's do this again. That same one. I literally just had that baby out. I think I'm gonna check compression on that cylinder or something. Well, I mean, that spark plug doesn't look horrible. It's not quite as light tan as it should be for sure, but it's not wet, so it has been firing. But it's just like that cylinder just isn't firing enough. Well, I'm gonna check the compression. Just that cylinder. I'm too lazy to check them all. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what this cylinder's putting out. Ooh. What's that? About 170 psi. Wow. I did not expect that at all. So it isn't compression. It's weird. I wonder if I have a bad plug or something. Let me dig around and change the plug. Because that's the third time I've cleaned that plug and it started misfiring again. So something's up here. Alright, well I found this brand new NGK V-Power plug. Although there's only 2 of them, so I can't replace them all. And I don't really like just putting one different kind of plug in. It's just an OCD thing, but whatever. Regardless, it'll be able to tell me if the plug is the issue or not. Alright, let's see how it runs now. Exhaust is smelling a little more normal. Oh yeah, nice and snappy. Getting dangerously close to an Oldsmobile here. Big greasy cleaner streak on the window. Guess I should have cleaned that first. Totally perfect. Yeah, I just detailed her too. Took a long time. Now you guys will get the treat of hearing the squeaky old speedometer. Actually, ironically, it's not even being that noisy now that it's on camera. A little bit. I'll have to take that thing apart someday and see if a couple drops of oil in the right places fixes it. 4 barrels. Oh yeah. That was some nice pull. Like, it's totally smooth. Well, I'm gonna load up a bunch of garbage in the trunk and take a load out to the dumpster. That'll be a good 20-minute drive for it. That'll be just what this thing needs. Okay, I gotta hurry up. There are giant beetles just grenading all over here. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, I searched for this thing for like 20 minutes and then I ended up finding it in the drawer where it's supposed to be, so okay, at least I put it in the right spot last time I used it. I grabbed the wrong plug. Remember how I saw this one was not wet, but it was... Okay. Now I'm still frickin' groggy here. Have a chug.